So today I want to talk about a really important topic, which is women and age. And where this topic came to me from is I was in a conference a few weeks ago, and me and this woman were talking about the gym. We were just having a good conversation. And I was like, "Oh, can I ask you how old you are?" And she basically wouldn't tell me her age, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to doing and sharing what they want to share. But what that would have done for me if I knew her age would have been so much. And she didn't realize that. And it made me think, why do we as women, why aren't we confident about our age? Like, what is it about our age that we feel like ashamed of? Or as we get older, we kind of don't want to say our age. Like, why is that? And that really got me thinking, because I was like, what's so big about sharing your age? Like, what's the big deal? And yeah, this got me thinking, like, how I feel about my own age. Like me, I'm 29, and I would say I feel good about my age. But I would also say that I understand what people mean when it's like not wanting to share their age. But I don't want to be like, as I get older, as I get into my 30s, 40s, 50s, I don't want to be someone who struggles to share their age. I want to be able to share it freely. So yeah, it's got me thinking, like, what kind of mindset shifts can I embody, so that as I get older, I'm proud of my age, and I feel confident about it, and I don't feel ashamed, and I'm happy about it. And what came to me is the concept of the compound and the compound effect, which is basically where everything compounds with time. So as you get older, you have to think, what's compounding for me? You know how when you invest a certain amount of money into like an investment fund, or like you invest into crypto or stocks, like it compounds with time. And I feel like we can transfer that same concept to us as women. What is compounding for us with time? So if we're 40, if we're 50, what has compounded for us? What about us has compounded to the point where it's so big and amazing now? And yeah, for me, it gets me thinking, like, I right now have a really strong growth mindset that I want to continue. And yeah, imagine if I'm implementing things that I learn, using it, growing, and keep doing that for the next 10, 15 years. Like, who will I become then? That's going to be an amazing person. So then when someone asks me my age, I should be like, yeah, I'm proud. I'm 50. I'm 50 years old. And I've done all this. And I'm this person. Like, I just feel like for women out there, if you are a bit hesitant about your age, you feel like, oh my God, I'm older, I feel some kind of way. Think about something that has compounded in your life. Because I feel like even if maybe we haven't actively been thinking about what's compounding in our lives, things always compound in our lives. So we can just reflect, what's compounding for me? Am I like an amazing friend? And that's compounded with time. And I have like 30-year-long friendships when I'm 50. That's amazing. Am I like an amazing lover? Like, have I been doing my inner work and it's compounded for like this many years now? And I can almost see into the future. Like, there's so much that compounds with time as women. And also, women are very intuitive. Imagine your intuition is compounding with time. Imagine, like, your feminine energy compounding with time. Like, let's not romanticize young age. Like, sometimes young age really comes with not knowing yourself, lack of self-worth, like a bit of ignorance. Like, so let's romanticize older ages. Let's think, you know what has compounded for me? Like, for example, me, like, the reason why I was speaking to that lady and I asked her age is because we were talking about the gym. And I was impressed. I was like, okay, you're like this old. I don't know how old she was, but like she was a bit older than me by a few years. I would say like maybe 5 to 10 years older. I don't know, but yeah, I was like, you've been going to the gym for this long, you're doing amazing. Like, and I was wanting to know her age so I can be inspired by her, really. And linking back to myself, like, I'm going to be going to the gym all my life. It's a lifestyle thing. that's going to compound for me when I'm like 40, 50. What's that going to say about me? What's that going to say about my health? Like, so yeah, that's the thing. Like, us as women, let's not be ashamed of our age. Let's never be ashamed. Let's think about what's compounded in our life for us. Think about the compound effect. Like, it doesn't just apply to money, it applies to everything in our lives. And for us who are younger, let's think about how we can optimize the luxury that we have, which is time, and think about how we can actually compound from now. So everything you want to have when you're like 40s, 50s, 60s, you got to start it now. So that when you get to that age, you can be proud of your age and say, this is what's compounded for me. This is what I've been able to achieve. This is what I've done, because I decided that I'm going to love my age and be proud of my age. So it's got to, be something. So yeah, like, women out there, love your age. Your age is beautiful. Your age has compounded something amazing for you. And even if you might be thinking, oh my God, I'm like in my 30s, 40s, 50s, or even 60s and beyond, and I feel like nothing is compounded for me, nothing good is compounded. That's just false. There's always something positive that has compounded for you in your life that can make you say your age with pride. So say that age with pride, man. Say it, because this is how I wanted that woman to say, this is my age. And I'd be like, okay, girl, yes. Say that age. And like, oh, yeah. And this is what I want to be. So I'm being aware of what I can compound in my life: exercise, inner work, beauty. Like, I don't believe that as we get older, our beauty diminishes. It deepens, it grows, it has layers. Like, just because we're not as, we don't have the most perfect smooth skin, even though with all the cosmetic procedures now, people can literally freeze time and be like 50 but looking maybe like 30. But still, like, it's beautiful to have a little age on you. It's beautiful. Like, it shows wisdom. Let's remember that it shows wisdom, it shows experience, it shows knowledge. Like, and I just want us to start embodying that more. Like, my age is something that I should be so proud of, like something that I should absolutely adore about myself, that I've got to live this long. Also, that's a big part too. Like, are we even grateful for the amount of years we've lived, that we're like hesitant to say our age? We're just like, no, like, I'm grateful that I have lived 50 years on the planet. What? Some people don't even live to like 5. Some people are taken away too soon. But you have lived this long and you're hesitant to say your age? I'm not with you on that one at all. So yeah, women, ladies out there, this is a message to myself too. Like, whatever age you are, embrace, love, and be proud of that age. Yeah, and it's gonna make you feel good. Like, me, I'm 29 and I love it. I'm like, I'm about to enter my 30s. I'm entering like the dirty 30s. Things are gonna get really good for me. I can really tell. And like, ages ago, I used to think 30 was old. And then, oh man, I'm literally already 30. So, well, I was about to hold on to my 29, which I am, but there's me like acting like the way I'm saying we shouldn't, holding on to my younger age. Anyway, this is my actual age. But yeah, I'm welcoming the older ages, and I think we all should too. Let's be proud of it. Like, something is compounded, and let's remember those things that have compounded for us. And how we can be more confident about our ages is by making sure that if we are younger, that we focus on what can compound for us into the future. Beyond money is included. If money is compounding for you and you're in your 20s and you're going to be like 50, 60, and you've been investing since you've been like 20s or even teenagers, that alone should make you think, yeah, I'm 50 and I've got like millions of dollars in the bank because I've been compounding and I've been investing since I was like young. That's one thing that nobody who's young can really say, unless your parents have your parents invested for you from when you were like a kid, like Warren Buffett. These were the people who this happens. So for those people, then they're in their 20s and they have a whole investment fund to hand over. But for others, we're doing it ourselves. So that age will show what you've invested into you. And yeah, the more you invest into yourself, the more it will show and be more beautiful with age. So yeah, that's what I want to say. Like that experience I had, that encounter I had with that woman made me think, like, why don't we as women share our age more? We should. And I want to give a really good example of a woman who I love her, and she always mentions her age and it inspires me. This is Mina Afan. I think she's 44 right now. I'm not too sure of her age, but she's in her 40s. And like she's representing that age group well. Like, she's looking beautiful. She's been doing her inner work for ages, so it's compounded. Her beauty is compounded. Her marriage is compounded. Everything compounds with time, and like she's such an evidence of that. Evidence of that. Even when I think about people like my mom, who's such a spiritual person, like she didn't start like that when she was in her 20s. Like, everything compounds with time. So yeah, there's too much to be proud of for us to be ashamed about our age, I believe. So yeah, let's be proud of that age. So I'm 29, I'm proud. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and say that today. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day ahead. Be proud of your age. And yeah, follow your purpose, as I always say. And I'm sending you lots of love and peace.